Welcome everyone to Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. For today's episode, I'm going deeper into teaching. As you may already know, I'm a business educator and a success coach. And today I'm going to equip you with tangible skills that will help you grow your business and achieve success faster. Okay. So for many years now, I've developed curriculum that helps entrepreneurs, right, develop the skills for business growth and success. My book also covers some of those lessons. And through the years, I've always tried to understand and design the fastest way to teach business skills, to teach business understanding, to help people develop the skills for success. And I'm super happy today to share with you the one-page integrated sales accelerator that I designed in my academy, my school, okay? So I'm going to give you the highlights today, and you also can benefit from this insight. So typically, we talk about branding, marketing, and sales. We talk about monetization, transforming your products and services into cash, right? Serving the needs and desires of the people. And so on this page, I'm going to start with value management. What I call value management is the concept of making sure that you're presenting the value of your product and services. Because the fastest way to really convert your product and services into money is to help your prospect understand the usefulness and the value of your product and services. You see, I always like to say that you cannot think for your prospects, but your job is to give them something to think about. Okay? So today I'm going to walk you through the different components of this one-page integrated sales accelerator, and then I'm going to help you understand that these are the concepts that will help you build into accelerating sales and success for your business. So let's start with the psychological side of products and services and the emotional value. So we're not just thinking beings, we're emotional beings. So your ability to really not just speak of the technical value of your products, but the emotional contribution that your products and services brings into the marketplace is really the key that unlocks success for you. So when it comes to value, people always ask, what's value? What's value, right? The way I explain value is splitting it into two. How does the human mind understand value? And then how does the human heart represent value? Okay? And then through the stages of your branding, marketing, and sales, you want to make sure that you're not just talking about mindsets, how the mind would see your brand or process your brand or listen to your marketing message or listen to your offer presentation, but also how does the human heart respond to those messages? So in order for you to understand that, let me break down some of the things that happen in the human mind, right? Psychologically, and then the human heart, emotional intelligence, okay. Think of the human mind towards productivity, towards creativity, towards producing results. We use our mind to solve tangible problems in the world. We use it to create, we use it to manifest, okay? So when people have goals, when your prospects have set a goal, right, they've set an intention of the things they want to achieve, they are always looking for things that will help them achieve it, okay? When your prospects have goals in their business, in their personal life, things they want to see manifest in their own lives, the human mind is always searching for things that are useful to achieving those goals. So the human mind is always searching for usefulness, okay? So from a psychological standpoint, when the human mind, when people are looking at your brand message, your marketing message, and watching how to listen to your pitch or reading, going to your website, their mind is trying to process and identify and determine how useful your products and services are to the goal, right? So it's about utility. Think about humans. We use tools to achieve, right? From the Stone Age time, we've always used tools. Tools are extremely valuable to humanity, right? Your spoon, right, everything, your book, your pen, anything that helps us in doing the work, in achieving the results, right, in helping us get closer to the goals we have. We spend time, energy, and resources in acquiring tools. I bet if you look at your house today, your house is filled with all kinds of tools. Tools to cook better, tools to nail, things to do. And if you're an Andy person, you have tools, right? So anytime you want to do something, as humans, we always buy tools, right? We always buy things that are useful, that have utility, that has usefulness towards achieving a goal. Why am I going deeper into explaining this? The reason is because if you can present the usefulness of your product and services, not seeing your product and services as the end in of itself, but a means to an end, okay? Your ability to understand and also explain to your prospect that this product and this service will help you achieve this goal. When you use my products and services, you'll be able to achieve these goals faster, better, sooner. Your ability to dedicate yourself towards articulating that helps your prospect understand your usefulness faster. I know in today's world, people say create content, massive amount of content. Yes, but how useful, right, is the information and the resources you're presenting? That really is where value is. If it's a little bit useful, then it's perceived as a little bit valuable. The more useful it is towards driving impact, then your prospects will see greater value in your products and services. So think about it. Always articulate the usefulness that your products and services can contribute, the utility, what it's going to be used for, and when it is used, what goal is going to be achieved, and how is it going to be achieved faster, better, more precise, right? On all the properties and the features, you can then speak about it. Why your product and services is also differentiated from every other product and service that promise to deliver similar results. Let's move a little bit into emotions. You see, while the human mind processes information and we use our mind to achieve, right, intellectually, right, we go to school to study, we learn, we develop skills to be able to achieve greater results. Ultimately, humans want to feel, right, good. We want to be happy, right? Because when we achieve our goals, how do we feel? When we achieve the results we want, how do we feel? That's where the emotional value, emotional side of your business, the emotional contribution of your product and services is extremely important. In fact, this is probably more important than just intellectual, because oftentimes we meet the emotional needs first and then we justify it with meaning. Okay, so how do you express the emotional value of your products and services? Again, this is so important because you're trying to draw in your prospects that have the money. You want to exchange your products and services, right, for the desires of your prospects. And so as part of your branding, marketing, and sales, you want to make sure that emotionally you're able to help them comprehend and then understand the emotional value that you contribute. So what are the examples of emotional value? We talk about vibration, high vibe, low vibe. Is this concept of no matter what people are trying to do intellectually, when the mind is struggling to achieve a goal, when a mind is trying to finish, and if that task continues to be complicated or more difficult, the more difficult the mind, right, goes through, the more difficulty the mind experiences, the mind also triggers emotional dysregulation. Okay? So when you're trying to cook a meal and it's messy, it's not efficient, right? Through that process, your emotional state will shift. What does this mean? It means that as your prospects are struggling, when your prospects are struggling to achieve their goals, if they want to achieve specific results and they've not been able to achieve it, that leaves within them an emotional gap, right? They're not in their regulated, happy states. They're flustered, they're dysregulated, they're frustrated, they're right? All of that, you have to help close the gap. If you can promise that you help them achieve it sooner, faster, and if this is truly the value you can deliver, helping people understand that you can help them move from their current dysregulation, okay, to the happy place, the place of fulfillment, the place of joy, the place of happiness, okay, the place of excitement, the place of meaning, the place of fulfillment, that is valuable. We pursue that. After all, that's why we listen to music, we watch drama series, things that shift us. We go for comedy programs, we go shopping, therapy. Listen, anytime we can acquire things, acquire products and services that make us feel better, that raises us into a more positive state of being, as humans, fundamentally, those things are valuable to our existence. Things that make us happy, we invest in. Things that remove pain, that also brings pleasure, we consider it to be emotionally valuable. Okay, so just to also help you summarize what I've just shared, the mind will consider valuable usefulness, things that helps the mind achieve it with less struggle, in record time, faster, okay? Because when the struggle persists, it creates an emotional dysregulation. And emotionally, we also invest in things that make us feel happy, that makes us feel joyful, that shifts us from a dysregulated state into an happy place. This is extremely important. So what this one-page integrated sales accelerator then does is bringing it all together, okay? For your prospects, okay, they have money management. The money in their hand is valuable to them, is useful to them, and also makes them happy emotionally. When you have money, when you have money in your bank account, right? You see it as useful because you can use the money and transform it and exchange it for everything you think you want in the marketplace. So the mind always wants to keep money around because it is useful, right? Its usefulness in its exchange. Remember, money is an intermediary form, value form exchange, right? When you want to exchange value in the marketplace, money is an intermediary. So there's usefulness in money. People keep money because when you want something commercially, your money is useful to helping you get it. You want to buy a house? Money will buy a house. You want a shoe? Right? Things that we want to do, things that the mind wants to achieve, things, goals that the mind wants, right? Things it wants to achieve, things it wants to do. Money is useful to exchanging, right, for those things. So there's usefulness in money. In the hands of your clients, in your prospects and your customers, money is useful, and that's why we keep it around. Emotionally, money also has a very strong emotional value. Okay? It makes us happy, right? Money makes us happy. It makes us at peace. When you have a lot of it, you are joyful, you are happy because you know that whenever you want something, you can go and have it. You can exchange it with money. So on this side, intellectually, the mind loves to have money around because it's useful. Whenever you want to travel, you want to buy things, you want to do things, money can help you do those things better with less stress. And emotionally, it gives you happiness, fulfillment, on and on. So people don't like to part with money, generally speaking, unless, again, it's an exchange. Why am I sharing these two sides of the equation? To you as the business owner, the entrepreneur, you value your product and services because you've invested time, energy, and resources into creating it. Your prospect also values the money, right? So how do you monetize? How do you transform? How do you exchange? That's what the slide is helping you achieve better. And the secret is in the presentation, okay, of your brand, your marketing message, and your sales. How you present your offer, how you present who you are, how you present your marketing message to your prospect, the way you present it, okay? If they see the intellectual value and the emotional value, okay, and they are able to see that it makes their life better, they will invest. They will be willing to exchange their own value for your own value as well. So what I help my clients to do is to break down their products and services into those two components. When we see your brand from an intellectual standpoint, what do we need to see? What do your prospects need to see and experience for them to understand that your brand identity is what's something they want to pay attention to? Okay, so it's about the impact. With your brand, you can draw impact. You can say, okay, this is my vision, this is my mission, these are the impact we can have in the world. This is who we are, this is what we do, this is what we can do for you. If you can present your brand that way to prospect and they can see usefulness, that this brand exists to serve this mission, this brand has a clear vision, a clear destination that it helps, right, its clients get to. Okay, the mind needs to see where you're taking the mind. What can you help us achieve? Where are you taking us to, right? What can you do for us? How do you do it? Your brand needs to be able to spell that out. And that's something we can also help you with. At the emotional level, we also want to understand how. How do you do your work? Okay? Because people may like where you're going, but they may not like the journey, the distance. Is it stress-free? Is it fast? Is it slow? Right? Is it a journey the heart is willing to invest energy in pursuing? So your ability to present a message with your brand that talks about the emotional contribution, okay? Not just the destination that the mind can understand, but the emotional roller coaster, the emotional journey, the emotional experience that you want to deliver. The heart wants to see that. Is it joy? Is it happiness? Am I going to dance through that journey? Am I going to have fun through that journey? What's the experience like when we work with your brand? When I come into your office, what's that experience? How welcoming are you when we talk about customer service? It's not just the destination of what you can do technically, but the journey, the emotional journey you take us on. At the heart level, people want to experience. How have you helped people? How do people feel when they work with you? What do they get to know? What do they experience? Are they joyful? When you buy the bag, when you buy the shoe, when you buy the car, when we buy your product, when you come into your restaurant, okay, what's the atmosphere like, right? Your brand, how does it make humans feel? That's something we need to explain and present as well. Now, beyond just the brand in terms of your identity, we now start moving into your marketing messages. These are the conversations you're having in the world, right? These are the transformation you're presenting. The people that has worked with you, the people that have come to you, intellectually, how did you shift them? It's the before and after, right? I couldn't do this, and now I can do it. Thanks to this product and services, thanks to this business. That storyline of who people were before they encountered your work and who they became, right, after they did business with you. The mind wants to see the before and after, right? Before and after helps people understand that you're genuine, they can trust you, and they can believe you, and they can invest with you. These are things that attract. When you start talking about magnetic marketing, is that these types of message draw people into your world. Also, emotionally, when people can share their stories, the stories of your past prospect, what happened, the ups and downs, the triumphs, the conquering, the victories, how you present your own personal victory and the victory of your prospects creates an emotional pull, an emotional draw. When we hear the stories of other people, when we hear the stories of your own journey, your own struggle, your own triumph, your own victory, those things pulling your prospects as well. And then in the sales side, we always talk about not just impact and transformation, but the final result. This is where people make a decision to finally let go of their money in exchange for your product and services. Is that at the end of the day, what results do you deliver? You see, in today's world, when we talk about digital disruption, digital acceleration, the cell phone in the hands of your prospects gives them right access to the world. So today, information alone is not what people are looking for. They're looking for transformation and results. So your ability to not just talk about what you know, but what you can do and the results you can achieve on behalf of other people is extremely important. It's extremely powerful, because you have to know that people have information in their hands, but what's missing is the impact, transformation, and results that you can deliver for them. So this is something extremely important that you can consider. Again, this is a very, very high level. After years of teaching and training, I've put together this one-page integrated sales accelerator, and we go deeper into it in my academy. And if you need help, we can also help you map out your intellectual, psychological, and emotional value through your brand, through your marketing, through your sales, and also how you present it and how your prospects interpret it, and how they may also have objections that you may also want to tweak along the journey. Ultimately, this approach allows you to grow your business faster and to achieve results sooner. I hope you found this useful and beneficial to your journey. Reach out if you have any questions. I'm your host again, Toyin Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. I'd love to hear from you. Head over to my website, and I'll see you again next week on another episode of Quantum Leap. God bless you. Bye for now.